Before we start, I want to thank everybody for coming to the Alice Cooper pre-show party. Here's a little clip from there, and where we draw our winner for the Jacob and Sons Meats giveaway.
I'm back again, baby.
So
He's
we're out
desperate.
here.
He's desperate for people. They're coming in droves.
We're out here live at the Alice Cooper pre-party at Heritage Fort. We got Ideal Provisions and Gringo's Taco Truck at the top of the hill. I don't know the donut. Do you know the name of the donut place?
Yeah, I love the donut place.
We'll find out.
Who is it? Holy Rollers?
Holy Rollers, yeah, there. So we had a giveaway because Justin had won a little trivia contest last time we had an Ask the Ohio Valley questions. And you guys sent me in your Ask Ohio Valley questions for a $50 gift card to Jacob. It's freezing out here. This wind is brutal. And the winner of the $50 Jacob and Sons meat card is Alex. And his question is, what town in the Ohio Valley has the best trick-or-treating?
The best trick-or-treating? I gotta say, I've always liked Martin's Ferries. Probably just because that's always been like the main one that I've gone to, like ever since I was little, and then taking the kid
downtown.
Yeah. But it also depends on the street too. So it's like hit and miss.
Yeah.
You got to go to where like all the old retired people are that have like grandkids.
That's the best candy.
Yeah.
That's
where you go to the old
candy.
neighborhoods. Like you go to like Floral Valley where it's just all the old retired teachers and like city council.
That's what we were thinking, either Floral Valley or Crawford Heights this year.
Yeah. I mean, even down like Virginia, Indiana, Jefferson, Pearl, like on the south end of town, that's usually where we'd always go.
Yeah.
Always had good luck there.
So congratulations to Alex. He's one of the Ask Ohio Valley submitters. So we'll answer his question along with others today. We have two Wharton brothers along with me. Thanks for coming in. We have Chef Luke and Ben, who always wins at something.
That's true.
When we were little kids, Luke and I found this note that Ben wrote to himself when he was super little, just learning how to write. And it was like, "My name's Ben. I always win at something." And it was like, if the sons of our family, if one of them became a Jedi or a wizard, it would be me.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my god.
So then we also have
is true, though.
our co-hostess with the mostest, Jeremy Cusick, back from Sin City. How was your trip?
It was a good time. A lot of guys took a lot of naps, but it was a good time all in all. Lost some money.
You win any?
Won some, lost some.
So you lost some?
Yeah. Found a horse racing game that I was addicted to.
Game, is it like live or?
Little magnetic horses run around the track.
Okay.
And it's obviously rigged, but man, it gets the juices flowing.
When there's not actual horses running. No. Were you up more than you were down, like throughout were you like riding a high more than you were like?
Friday morning, couldn't have been higher.
Right.
Come Sunday evening when I'm losing, I'm like putting $20 in the airport slot machine, trying to win it all back. You'll have that though.
I saw that when I was at Vegas, like leaving. You saw the guy in desperation just to get a W before he left.
That was me
in the airport.
Blueberry muffin and a slot machine.
Well, called you guys in for some Ask the Ohio Valley questions. We had a bunch submitted in for our giveaway contest, and these guys are going to help me get through some of them today. So let's start with Alex's one, who won the giveaway.
Shout out Alex Ronovich. Good guy.
What is the best town in the Ohio Valley for trick-or-treating?
Best town?
Best town in the Ohio Valley.
I'm definitely saying YTR. Somewhere Yorkville, Tiltonsville, Rayland. I think it's
very good
super residential. The main roads have a lot of houses. It's flat. You can cover a lot, and there's not a lot of big properties. No hills to go through. You can cover a lot of distance quickly.
Yeah, I've never been trick-or-treating when I was younger, but that definitely makes sense.
Everybody knows everybody down there, too.
Yeah. But this is coming from no knowledge of who gives out the best candy.
Right,
I mean, where the people are going to be home at night and put their porch light on.
Right.
Yeah, like Coleraine area, you drive to your aunts, drive to your grandparents, drive to your neighbor that likes you, so they don't even answer their door for other kids. They just have 3 treat bags ready to go for you.
But in Coleraine, if you know what roads to hit, like Dick's Addition, Silhouette, Sunset, you can.
Yeah,
you can
if you hit the pockets, that was even always the place to sell like Sarah's pretzels or chocolate bars. Yeah, like hit random houses.
Weren't you selling? Was it pretzels or something? Sarah's to a guy. Yeah, he bought $300.
I was with Ben, and he bought. We had 25 with us at the door. He bought those, and he said, "Do you have any more candy?" And I think we ended up selling 75 more. It was like
75 Sarah's bars.
It felt like we were taking advantage of the guy, but
he was taking advantage.
You don't have to buy them.
So he's probably still giving those Sarah's pretzels out.
He used to come to the shack, and he hired Luke and I to move a couch for him one time. The heaviest couch we've ever moved.
It was the worst situation.
The worst situation, like the worst porch to haul a couch over. It was a couch bed with it and a futon inside. The funniest part, the next day, Luke was at the IGA. He comes up to Luke and goes, "Hey, I think you dropped this when you guys were helping yesterday." And he had a pencil eraser, like one that you would stick on top of a
like the triangle cat.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be a chocolate bar.
So that's the kind of guy that buys 100 Sarah's pretzels. Yeah. So either steer clear or go there in case you want pretzels.
I think Kaylee and I are going to try either Crawford Heights or Flora Valley this year.
I was going to say Flora Valley is probably a good one.
It's easy to hit Crawford Heights. You can just do a couple loops and you're down.
Also, if you go Yorkville way, you have Upland Heights.
Upland Heights, yeah, I always forget about that.
They're going to have full-size bars.
Oh, yeah, full-size bars. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Or there could be some apples. And if it's like apples, true. I'd rather you put a razor blade in the Snicker. we go to the school and get an apple.
All right, want to do the next question?
Yeah.
We settle on the YTR's probably top.
I would say, but there's a lot of little communities too, like.
And there's no bad area there. There's no ones like you avoid.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, back in the day, Martin's Ferry, that was 20 years ago. When I was a little kid, trick or treating, that was always like kind of like Yorkville in some spots.
It seems like a little bit older of a population in Yorkville.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Better candy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. This one sent in from Hondo. Do you think you would be able to rush 1 yard in the NFL against a team of your choice? Yourself personally.
1 yard?
You have to get 1 yard. I think the team of choice is irrelevant because it's just like you have NFL players and then us. It's like you don't need to.
Yeah, it's like if NFL running backs can't survive bad blocking, then I'm not surviving. If there's a move to be made, then no, there's absolutely not. It's really if anybody can carry a ball from here to here without panicking and fumbling the handoff, if it's there. Because if it's not wide open there, if there's a move to be made, I'm not making that move.
No. Right, you're not.
I'm not cutting.
I don't think I can step fake a lineman.
And two, it's getting 1 yard. I wonder if that includes holding onto the ball through the entire process of it.
It would get punched out so quick.
Because you might get that 1 yard, but do you think you can hold on to the ball? I mean, I'm not confident in that.
I would say you only get one try, but I think we only have one try.
We're
not trying to get.
We're not walking anything off. We're getting carted off. I think I could do it with proper blocking because
if I get the Lions offensive line,
enough to squeeze out.
I've never been caught yet.
Yeah, but if I'm running behind the Giants offensive line, not a shot.
What team would you want to rush against this season?
Rush against?
This is our sports analyst and co-host.
Yeah, check the NFL picks.
check that chart.
Yeah, check that chart. I don't know. It's a good question. There's a lot of teams I wouldn't want to run against.
Browns,
they got a good D-line. Cowboys got a good D-line. San Fran. The Giants have two good interior tackles, so I wouldn't want to run against.
I'd say the Rams.
Yeah. Aaron Donald who? Yeah, that's a tough one. Who would I want to do it against?
You think you could tush push it 1 yard?
No.
I was gonna say that might be the move. Just pick the Eagles and be like, whoever you are, pancake me into Jason Kelsey and put me across the line.
Just wrap up Jason Kelsey.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, he's like a notoriously hard snapper. So you think you're going to be able to handle that?
Oh, I couldn't imagine
that snap from him. I mean,
it probably feels like a cannon hitting you.
And I've heard he's even Jalen Hurts has said does it even harder than most people, so he can get his hand back quick.
I'd probably say I could do it against the Patriots. They stink. Or the Panthers.
It can be done. That'd be the answer to our question.
You know what? Yeah, I can do it. It's just confidence right there.
This is from Damon, who was on our last episode, Damon Outward out of Outward Outdoors. Who in the Ohio Valley has the best ice cream? We could say who did. Walker's, yeah.
I think closest to that would have to be Kirk's.
Kirk's and St.
As far as that's going to be the closest to Walker's
Two
you're going to
Walkers,
get.
yeah.
Recipe-wise, yeah.
I like the Belmore out there by UL High School. The best strawberry cheesecake and graham cracker central, I think it's called. You get that, and you get 2 scoops. It's more like 4 scoops. That ice cream is delicious. That might be mine. As far as ice cream, yeah. Milkshake.
Is the Belmore a restaurant?
No, it's a gas station. It's got a Quiznos and ice cream there, and a little deli.
I didn't even know Quiznos existed.
One of the last standing Quiznos in America, I think, is in Belmont.
You ever see the mason jars that Ice Cream Island has in Cadiz?
I've never had them. They look good though.
But if we're talking like quality of ice cream, I think that's soft serve. Like Dairy Gene would be
Right.
soft serve. I'm trying to think of like a creamery.
I mean, Kirk's is handmade.
Yeah.
That's going to be really
Yeah,
good.
Belmore's also handmade.
Now Zontini's makes their own, but it's only available in Smithfield.
Smithfield, yeah.
Yeah. And I heard that was pretty good.
Can't go wrong with a black raspberry milkshake from Dairy Gene though.
No.
Man.
Their milkshakes are real.
They are
Yeah.
really good.
They used to have good slush puppies too.
Yeah, they did. They don't have the cups for them anymore.
I have about 9.
We sold them out of cups.
Yeah, for maybe like 3 summers straight, we used to play Ultimate Frisbee and afterwards go to Dairy Gene, get slush puppies, and save our points for
I mean, enough to get
all kinds of swag.
dozen hats.
Yeah, a dozen hats for everybody.
Yeah. I don't even know where mine's at.
Best ice cream, you're saying Kirk's?
I'm
Or
gonna go with
Belmore? Belmore?
personally.
I'll have to get out there and try more ice cream.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Carrie. If you could swap bodies with one person for a day, who would it be? Maybe Travis Kelce on a bye week. It's funny. I asked my wife permission to use that joke before we filmed. I'm good.
She's a Swiftie, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It'd have to be somewhere where you could do like some Grand Theft Auto type stuff, like something that you just can't. You're not going to be able to even do legally in your own life. Just something like outrageous. So I'd probably pick Hunter Biden because I mean to be able to like even like broker like shady like offshore business deals
See,
on hard drugs and sell scribbles for $500,000.
You have to have the purse to do it too. You got to pick someone with some money.
Oh yeah. And just I'm this. I can do whatever in the White House. Like,
Literally.
it's for a day.
and like Joe Biden would be a wasted pick because you would like swap with him and be like, "Who am I?"
You just go to work for a
Then
day.
you think, but then like you think, are you swapping? Like, could Hunter Biden ruin my life in one day if he's in my body?
Absolutely.
Especially like Wheeling, downtown Wheeling, so close. He could.
New body, less rules than I already have. We got Hunter Biden. We got Travis Kelce.
Oh man. I thought about it, but I don't know if I can.
The only thing I can come up with something like Luke, where it's just like do whatever you want, or something that would like benefit you. Like maybe Jeff Bezos just writes you a check real
Right,
quick,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not fun.
That's
You know what I
that's
mean?
the smart way to play it. Like just do something where you're
I
flying.
mean, you can always
your
just
own
write a
bank.
check and then just go off the rails.
You're giving Amazon to Bedford.
Who would you want to be? What would you want to figure out?
I don't know if I want to figure anything out. Probably. This answer's kind of corny, but I'd probably want to be a sports athlete. Patrick Mahomes, someone to fix the game that I bet on the day before. So I got no money.
There you go. There's a one from Jen I just read. What's the best restaurant in the Ohio Valley? What do we say to that?
Is this even a question?
Is this even a question? I believe there's a place in Mount Pleasant that holds that title, and I'll die on that hill defending it.
Yeah, say I don't want to be cocky, but I believe in us. I think we have the farm restaurant.
Yeah,
I think we really prioritize freshness and really prioritize what people want, where you strive to make you have a good time and feel welcome there. So, and that's not shitting on anybody else. I think there's actually a lot of good food spots in the Ohio Valley to go to, and I think there might not be a right answer to this at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just what do you want that night? What do you want your experience to be? Do you want it to be a little more high end? Do you want it to be quick? There's a lot of different options around here.
Yeah. So we know at the farm Thursdays would be cheap steak nights, but what specials? Do you know what specials you're going to run this coming weekend? Because this will air tomorrow.
Yeah. It's a fall, so we like to make pumpkin ravioli this time of year. We're going to do that with
pumpkin ravioli.
Pumpkin ravioli with
what's that consist of? Like
ravioli with a pumpkin and mascarpone filling, and then we have like a maple and autumn spice chicken sausage with it. And every Thursday steak night we do cod on Friday, prime rib Saturday, and roast beef on Sunday. And then this time of year, different fall specials. But
yeah, a lot of like different fall wines too coming in. I know they got Witch's Brew and like a cranberry apple.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff.
But fall is a good time. Fall is just a good time of year for food in general. It's kind of a transition in between like the lighter summer food and into your winter stuff. So there's a lot you'll see a lot of good specials around the valley.
This is from Dawn, Damon's mom.
Oh, nice.
The Alvarez got their hands in the meat competition. Got more entries in. Dawn asked, "Where's your go-to place for fun in the Ohio Valley?"
Go-to place for fun.
Man. Friday night karaoke's at the Black Sheep.
Black Sheep, yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to that once a month.
Yeah, that's actually a really good time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you see the 2x4s pop up playing there, it's a fun time. Get up on stage.
This episode just gonna be plugs for us.
Seriously, make a fool of yourself. Just laugh, fun. Nobody cares. It's a fun time.
Oh yeah. You might have somebody hop on stage, do something in the orange, hop off, 2 people come up, do Love Shack. You just never know.
You never know.
When's the next one for that?
Well, we're on a little bit of hiatus right now, and I want to wish well wishes to Scott, who just got done with surgery. He had neck surgery on the 5th.
For a speedy recovery.
So he can get back to help me singing and back to help me host. The hunting episode last week was probably his last one for a little bit until it was good. But wish him well, speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of things to do with fun, you just played it with Gage Joseph up at
Ogilvy Fest.
And at Ogilvy.
Yeah, at the Hess shelter. So Ben was there too.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
And we saw Nam. I talked to Nam the next day, and he was like, "Yeah, Ogilvy Fest wasn't as cool as I thought it would be." He said like 7 p.m. everybody just walking away. It was like over. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I started at 8:30." He's like, "What are you talking about? There's nobody up there." I'm like, "We're at the Hess shelter." He said, "Where's that?" I'm like, "It's the party of Ogilvy Fest. There's like 2,000 to 3,000 people." And he's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "I just walked home. I saw fireworks and thought it was over."
I don't know if you. I mean, I like to golf, so golfing's fun. They got a golf simulator up the Highlands I've never been to, but
so
pretty fun.
Us 3 don't golf whatsoever. If you had to put top 3 courses in the valley,
oh man, Caddis Country Club's up there, and I know there's some good ones over Wheeling, like
never been up like Ogilvy.
Ogilvy, yeah. I've never really. I don't think I've golfed any of them, but it's still a good time. Beckwood's fun. I mean, Paradise. I don't want to. They're in the works of becoming a better course, but you want to have a good time.
New owners, right? New owners. I think they built a stage. I think
they get some guests up there. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely Caddis and probably one of the Wheeling courses, I could say. Fairway's nice. I mean,
there's a lot of frisbee courses around here too. Frisbee golf is getting a little bit more popular. You have Moundsville. There's courses up in Steubenville.
One along the river we used to go to all the time.
Just on the island. St. Clairsville. Mm-hmm. There's some out Morristown way. Mm-hmm. So there's definitely things to do. That outdoor things to do always.
What's the park in St. Clairsville?
Memorial
Park. Yeah, it was real nice. I think Wheeling Island was like the first one to pop up that we played at, and they started.
Definitely the first one I played at.
Yeah,
and you're seeing a lot of pickleball courts coming around. I see people at the Wellness Center all the time playing pickleball, and there's some out Memorial Park.
Mm-hmm. That's a big fad right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fun. It's a lot easier than tennis, and most people can play it.
We gave tennis a shot a few times.
Well, the problem was we were playing tennis up at Ferry's school. I remember one time Luke and I went up there and it was sunny, probably like 75, not a breeze at all. And by the time we were in our second set, snow, blizzard, like going sideways.
The wind up there was real. And the wind in tennis is just not, that just doesn't work.
Yeah, you'd be playing tennis on the same like altitude as like a hawk, just battling those like wind currents.
He's got that sneaky athleticism.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a couple more of these Ask Ohio Valley ones, and I was thinking, for one, we're going to have to send a private video because it was from our viewer Lori, and she said, "What's your favorite memory you have of one of my brothers?" So Lori, we will record something just for your eyes only. But here's one that probably our most controversial one yet because it started the most fights on YouTube because of Nyman's opinion. I asked, if you didn't watch the episode, I said, if you had to be a roommate with a tiger, you had to adopt a tiger and keep it in your house for 1 year, had to have all the doors open in the house, you had to just be roommates with it, giving it free roam. If you got $1 million per pound of that tiger, how big of a tiger are you adopting? He said 60, and people were like, "That is insane."
How much does Banjo weigh?
I mean,
60.
I think it's way more about the age of the tiger. I think once the tiger hits a certain age, it's just once it's an adult, it's aggressive.
Yeah.
And I don't know what weight that is, but I think it's a lot more than 60 pounds. Like, I don't know what the.
How much does a regular adult tiger weigh?
If you have an adult tiger, you have. I don't feel like there's any. I mean, hundreds of pounds.
I mean, if you
probably.
have a 60-pound adult tiger, I think.
I think that thing's got to be sickly.
That's what I mean. Your chances are fine.
Oh, that's nice. Tigers range from 6 to 10 feet long and can weigh anywhere from 220 to 660.
But still,
like an adolescent tiger, maybe if like it gets like 150 pounds, but it's still your buddy.
Is it?
I mean, I think until it gets to a certain. I mean, that's how they do it in the tiger world. You ever watch Tiger King? When they get to a certain age, that's the dark part of the Tiger King. Once they get to a certain age, you can't do anything with the tiger.
An adolescent's 165, around 165.
This got to be a cub.
But the thing is, it's like, that's an adolescent cub. It still might be your friend, but what happens if he wants to play with you one day?
Right, that's what I mean. I think 60 pounds, if it's a cub still, I think it's not going to have that prey drive to kill you. But I think there's a fine line probably in the adolescent stage where it's like, oh yeah, we're playing, or I wonder what this does.
Playful bites turn
into like, look how hard I can swipe.
Let's go swipe for swipe. Like the slap league.
Like, just a flash of a gazelle in your or like a buffalo in the head.
What did you say when you answered it?
I said 5 to 10, I think.
Pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go higher than that.
I was thinking
maybe 10 to 20. Maybe I said 10 to 20, but
you know what? Give me a 25.
I feel like you could take a 20-pound anything.
How
true.
much does Layla weigh?
30. A little over 30.
Toss her around.
Banjo's
I don't think Nyman's guess is too far
60.
out. I really don't.
Well, all this more like information, that doesn't sound too crazy.
60 pounds doesn't seem much because if you think the adolescent is 150.
But it's a tiger.
It's a tiger, but if it's not aggressive and it's 60 pounds.
Like you said, it's got to be sickly. 60 pounds.
Yeah, well, if it's an adult, the thing has to like me not walk.
Okay, yeah.
575 pounds.
45, my final answer. That's enough money.
How much?
45 pounds. 45 million. Okay.
Everything I'm seeing about, especially like zoo tigers attacking, is around 200 pounds. So yeah, you probably get right out of adolescence when they start being like,
I don't want half that though.
I think 60 is reasonable. I think you could hold down a 60-pound animal.
Yeah.
Comparing it to Banjo and a toddler, it's like
even if Banjo's like real, like, but agile,
what if
strong,
Banjo just did one little
I still don't want to fight Banjo.
They do got some claws.
Yeah,
on
that's
them.
the thing.
The thing is, though, Banjo bit my hand once, and it was numb. Like he like a dog can bite you. Like a tiger. Like,
hey, he's got that dog in him.
Yeah, he's got that, but a tiger doesn't. That's the
Do you remember that Noah's Ark petting zoo that we visited on the way back from vacation one time off the side of the highway? They had like raccoons and bobcats.
Yeah, I remember that.
On the way back from where? Myrtle?
Was it Myrtle Beach?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a guy named Noah, and he had Noah's
Somewhere
Ark
in one of
petting
the
zoo.
Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina, probably.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a petting zoo, but you could only pet like his dog and his cat.
Yeah,
he had
I mean, like-
bobcats, raccoons, and
Pet the bobcat.
I talked to Sean Geary that works backstage at the West Bank Arena for Alice Cooper. When he was done with the load in, he had some time off until the show started, and he was saying they were bringing in guillotines and all kinds of flamethrowers, all kinds of pyrotechnics. But they didn't sell out the whole West Bank Arena. Did you see pictures of it?
I have not seen it.
What they did was they cut it almost like in half. Like you would do concerts at like the Shawstein or something. You cut off half, put the stage right at like
So you don't have people behind them or anything?
right, yeah. So you have that bowl seating. But they said they brought in a 60-foot long stage that they could fit all their gear underneath, and he said the stage hands, they had aisles underneath the stage, like in between the boxes, so some guy could squat down that around like 4 feet and like run from stage right to stage left if somebody needed to like grab something.
They didn't do that when we set up for rent over there.
Yeah, Cusick is famous in the wheeling entertainment world from the time I brought him in to work backstage of the musical Rent at the Capitol. And I was told, don't bring that guy back.
Setting up lights on the balcony.
So didn't you?
They tell me, whatever you do, don't drop this bolt. What do I do?
The bolt to the clamp that holds like the spotlight. Yeah.
I accidentally dropped this bolt.
From the balcony
From
too.
the balcony. I'm looking down, I'm hearing a ting, ting, ting. I'm like, I am on all fours. Crawling through the aisles of these seats looking for this bolt. Never found it. And then we're tearing down. I don't know. Midnight, 1 a.m. tearing down. I hear, who the fuck double knotted all these?
Yeah.
I'm over there just scratching me like, who the hell did this?
Yeah, they
I don't want them to fall. I was extra protection.
What they would do for like all their light shows and all the spotlights, they would lower down a real long truss. And then you had like all the guys on the electric crew, they would tie up the spotlights to the truss, they would raise it up, next truss comes down, you do the same thing. The one instruction we had was just make it so it's easy to get these knots off at the end of the night. And then they lowered the truss.
I was making sure it wasn't going to fall.
And so like you have the people that work at the Capitol, and then you have the people that work for the musical that come in and travel, and you just are, who double knotted all of these? And Cusick's like looking at me, I'm looking at him.
All for $16.50.
All for, yeah. And then there's a certain way of like wrapping cables up. You have to almost, you wrap it in, you twist it around your hand, and you almost twist the cable as you're making loops. And what you do is you recreate the coil in which the cable was like made, so it always stays like, you will never get kinks or anything out of that cable. And then I remember like the sound guys looking over Cusick. He's wrapping it around
that's how you wrap an extension cord. I don't.
He's just wrapping it like this.
I got yelled at a couple of times by certain radio people overseas. That, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Then as soon as they turn around, you just like this.
You have to retrain the cable. You have to do so much for it to
by then
go
I'm
back
gone.
to normal.
Yeah. Don't hire us if you
next shift's problem.
Yeah.
West Banco's getting their football team back, right? Wheeling's getting their
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the West Virginia Miners this time, not the Rough Riders.
Oh, really?
Like Arena League.
Like under 18-year-olds or
No, like professional.
the pickaxemen.
Oh, the big axeman. Yeah.
What would their strategy be?
That team ain't hard to beat.
What's the other strategy like for the under 18? Like, oh, don't touch me. Can't tackle me.
There's just the cops sitting at the ticket booth arresting creeps that are buying tickets.
Yeah, I went to a few of their games. Went to the championship game when they won it the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Those games were kind of fun.
Was that their first season? They just won it all?
Yeah, they were good. They had a lot of former, like, college athletes and professional athletes even.
Mm.
It was just one season?
Yeah, they were there for just one season, yeah.
Won it and they never did it again.
I don't know. I don't know if the league folded because there's so many small arena leagues.
Mm-hmm.
There's not just one big league, but
I would just think that arena football in Wheeling would do better than like hockey. It's weird that like hockey is like just like a big.
The Nailers are affiliated with the Penguins.
Okay,
so
yeah, that makes sense.
It's almost like what do they call it?
Like
A farm system for the Pens.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
They can take people from the Nailers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do that in the NBA too. That's why,
Like G League teams. And
minor
league baseball.
Erie, Pennsylvania has a team for the Cavaliers, and
we have to plan out a UFC watch night soon, but I don't even know what's coming up card wise.
A good card to do would definitely be the John Jones card.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because there's two title fights that night.
That's sometime in November, ain't it?
Yeah, Jones and Stipe fight. I think it might be November 11th. Jones and Stipe fight, and then also Piera and Yuri Prohaska.
Oh, okay.
Fight.
Yuri's coming back.
So that's two championship fights that night.
No, that wouldn't be a championship fight though, because Jamal.
It's for the belt because Jamal Hill.
Shout out Jamal.
Fighting for UFC champion. Yeah, Jamal Hill. Relinquished his title because of an injury.
Oh, okay.
So it's that's for the belt. Jamal Murray, we hope recover soon.
And when's Tony fight Patty?
I think that's December.
December card.
Is that on the welterweight belt card? Covington and Edwards?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was on it. Okay.
16th or something like that.
So we're pretty much waiting for
the October card is going to be in the afternoon.
There's October 21st
because it's Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's with with Oliveira and Islam,
and then Hamzat
and Costa
is fighting Costa. Then
yeah, that one not too long ago was in Singapore. You're like, hey, you guys want to get together at 5 a.m. and watch this card?
Yeah, undercard starts at 5.
In Singapore, that's a separate country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is a country of its own or a city?
State.
Yeah, city-state. That's what I thought. We didn't really have any fighters from Singapore. I wonder why they did that.
There's a lot of one fights there a lot. There's a lot of fight fans in that region, and that's just a good hub to. I mean, they don't really do too many events in China, so
yeah. So we'll plan out a watch night for the John Jones. I think that's the next one, right? And I don't think there's anything really in October.
No main event. There might be fight nights, but yeah.
I think Bobby Green's fighting.
He fought. He won.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so thank you for everybody sending questions. Thank you for everybody that came to the Alice Cooper pre-show party. And thank you all for tuning in. It's been another exciting episode of Ask the Ohio Valley.
Keep the questions coming. Make them dirtier.
We'll be back with some actual guests next week.